guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Valheim. And here we are at our little silver outpost, and we are loading up our stuff. We've got another chest full of silver here, and we're trying to finish gearing up all of our stuff. As you can see, my armor is full, but we're still trying to get our swords full tier, and then I think after that, that's pretty much it for silver weapons, so that is great. We got this boat here, we're ready to start hauling stuff home, and yeah, let's get this silver home. And we're home. So, here we are back at our base. It's going to be our temporary base. We'll go into more detail with that here soon. But we've kind of given up hoping that our boats are going to be here when we get back. They seem to either get broken or smashed or whatever. So here we are just smashing the boat preemptively. When you break it, you get all the stuff back so you can just build it again. But I don't know. We're just tired of building boats and then having them disappear and not knowing where our stuff is, and then having to build them again, because they're kind of expensive. So, yeah, anyway. Now, we have to haul all of our stuff back, and as you can see here, I have like 4,000 pounds worth of silver on me, so I'm just trying to get as much of it to the base as I can, and Kratos has given me a little bit of a boost here. But anyway, now that we got the silver, we can start smelting it up again, and yeah, that's pretty much rinse and repeat Valheim for you. Gather resources, smelt resources, gather more resources, smelt more resources, and around you go. Then we get to a point where we realize we need a whole bunch of swamp resources if we want to get the... I forget the bow, what the bow's called. Something Fang? Hunter's Fang? I'm making this up. I don't know what it's called, but you need a bunch of swamp stuff to make it. So we decided to head into the swamp to get some guck and get some more of the elder bark, I think it's called. I don't know for sure. I'm not good with names of items in this game. But anyway, here we are. Kratos is building me a way up, and I am digging. And the guck at the top, as far as I can tell, the guck up at the top of the trees, those big blobs, drop way more than the little ones that you find on the ground. So if you don't want to go up there to get them, you're going to be looking for a lot of guck. The ones at the bottom, I'm getting like sometimes 1 to 2 guck per drop. These ones up here were dropping like 5, sometimes 7 maybe. I don't know. They were dropping a lot more. So it was definitely worth digging up here. But anyway, so here we are. We're getting guck. I think we needed around 40. I already had the bow level 1 in my inventory. You can see it here. But Kratos didn't have any of the bows, so we had to make him an entire bow, and I still needed some upgrades for mine. So we were out here looking for a bunch of guck, looking for bark, getting all that done. You know, the swamp stuff. Nothing unusual here. Until when we discover a troll and an abomination having a 1v1. I've never seen this before, and it was something to see. So normally I would say the abomination just wins, but in this case the troll had a tree, and those trolls that have trees, I mean, they mean business. Those guys, they do a lot of damage. So he was actually kind of holding his own. Anyway, we kind of get involved partway through. We probably shouldn't have. We should have just seen who was going to win, but we do end up getting involved and killing them both. But, I don't know, I'm kind of curious. What do you guys think? Who wins in a 1v1 abomination versus troll? And just drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Abomination or troll? And does the troll need to have a stick? If you pick troll winning, does he need to have a stick, or does he win either way? I'm curious to know what the YouTube thinks about all this. But anyway, I think the troll with the stick would have won. And I don't think the troll without the stick would have won. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know. But we're just going to continue the grind. And we're back at the base now with all of our smelted silver. We're still working on it. It's a work in progress. Silver, I mean, we had a lot of it, so we had to smelt a lot. We actually had to go make coal, do all that stuff. Here we are, Draugr That's what we're trying to make. We're making Draugr bows. They have a passive poison ability, which is super cool. When you shoot, you can poison with them. You don't even need poison-tipped arrows. I think poison-tipped arrows are probably better poison, more damage, but you don't need them. So it's perfect. Love it. And here we are, level 4 bows. Oh, that is good. Look at that. 59 pierce damage. That is good. And then the last thing that we have to make is swords. And swords take iron and leather and wood and silver, obviously. They're silver swords. Now, we can make level 3 swords. I think we made level 3 swords, but we can't make level 4 swords because our workbench isn't high enough, and I don't believe we can actually make the level 4 workbench, or level 4 forge, or whatever, until we get black iron, because, I don't know, I just don't think we can build the piece yet. So, anyway, we have to wait to do that, but we have fully kitted gear as far as we can go right now. Perfect. It is time to go. So we have to grab some good food. We got some wolf jerky, we got some turnip stew, and we got some kind of meat skewer thing. I don't know, I didn't make them, but that's what we're rocking with. Here we go. Wolf jerky, turnip stew, and wolf skewer. Oh, we get a little bit of both. Okay, great. So we also have obsidian arrows now, because obsidian arrows do more damage than iron, and they are a lot easier to make. So perfect. Now we have obsidian arrows, max level silver gear, and some pretty high quality food. So we're just going to empty our inventories, and we are going to go and see if we can find Modare. Now, Modare is a little bit of a tricky boss because you have to summon him with dragon eggs. The dragon eggs each weigh 300 pounds, and they cannot go through a teleporter. So we have to sail over there. There's no other option, really. We have 3 dragon eggs, but we can't actually carry 3 with 2 people. It's not possible. So we have to make more than one trip, and we have to travel there by boat. There's no other way to do it. So here we go, on our way to Modare Island. And when I say island, I actually mean mountain. He's in the mountain, the tip-top mountain, the highest mountain that I've ever seen. And man, oh man, is it hard to get up there. You're just constantly running out of stamina. These stupid drakes never let you go anywhere, and it's just miserable. But we managed to do it eventually, after a lot of sweat and tears. A lot of annoying drakes had to get shot, but it's okay. We managed to get to the top. Once you get to the top, you'll find this big red platform. I don't know what you want to call it. Effigy. I don't know what it is. Anyway, once you get to the top, you find this big red thing. You plunk the eggs down in it. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I'm looking up at that castle up on the hill. I got distracted. I easily get distracted when I play stuff, so here we are. You put the eggs down. We've already hauled up 2. And once you put the 3rd one down, you summon Modare, or Modare, Modder. I don't know what his name is. I call him Modare. Anyway, he comes out. He's not happy. Modare has been enraged, and here he is. So check it out, guys. I have 132 HP. Keep in mind, I have the highest tier armor that I can actually have right now. Watch this. The guy almost one-shots me. Almost one shot. What the heck is that? Completely unacceptable. Anyway, now I'm terrified of this guy. Super terrified. When he's on the ground, he doesn't really do a whole lot. So we eventually figure it out and just run in there and start smacking him with our swords. And as you can see, it is much better. Way more damage than the arrows. Even with the fully maxed out arrows. It's just sword fighting this guy is way better. I don't know what's going on. He's all glitchy. I don't know if this is a normal Modare fight or if he was just bugged out for us. But this boss is kind of a letdown. He was probably the easiest boss we fought so far, which is kind of sad actually, but he wasn't that hard. Besides the move that he does where he almost kills you in one shot, he was not really that hard of a boss. So this is it. He got on this hill and we tried to get up on top of this hill, but stamina in this game is just the actual worst thing ever. And if you play enough Valheim, you will also come to agree with that. But anyway, we couldn't get on top of this stupid hill because stamina and things. So anyway, we ended up finally killing this guy. When you kill him, he drops dragon essence, dragon tears, something like that. We'll see it here right away. He's almost dead. The Drake is around. Modare in tears. There we go. So we have some frozen dragon tears. We got a Modare trophy. And now we've unlocked some new things. Artisan table we can craft, which will allow us to unlock all of the new crafting tables, to be able to smelt the black metal, to be able to make the windmill, to be able to do all of that stuff. That is super exciting. So obviously, now that we have that, we can come home, we can make a blast furnace to start making some black metal. And now that we've got the black metal, it starts unlocking a whole bunch of new stuff for us. All of the new materials and the new weapons, the new armor, all of that stuff is now available for us. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of black metal because, well, you only get it, as far as I know, from the plains and from the goblins. And without high-level silver gear, those guys are really, really scary. So we've been staying clear. But now, we're pretty kitted. We're not too afraid of them anymore. So we're going to actually head over there today and do a little bit of plains exploring as well. And here we are, over at the plains, with our first little goblin encampment. These guys, the fullings, I don't know how to say any words in this game. I'm not a Viking. I don't know. Anyway, these guys, the spear guys, do a lot of damage, and you want to watch out for them for sure. They all do a lot of damage, but those spear guys, they hurt. And of course, Kratos brought over this really angry Lox. Why he brought it over to me, I don't know. But anyway, then it starts getting angry, and it starts smashing the place down. And he's just not having any of it. I try to come up here to fight these guys, and their stairs are so rotten that I end up breaking them. So, yeah. Anyway, long story short, eventually we managed to kill all the goblins here. We kill the Lox. We do all that stuff. And then we find these little black balls. We could see them from the tower. So we're like, what the heck are those? Now, these things I have never seen before. They are... Actually, I don't know what they're called, but they drop tar. I'm wondering if one of their names will show up here for us. I'm trying to punch them right now because I didn't realize. Growth. There they are. So these guys actually poison you. They slow you. And they do quite a bit of damage, actually. They're just like OP slime, basically. Anyway, they do drop tar. Check this out, guys. Look at all of the cool building materials that are now in this game. I have not played the game since these guys were a thing and since all of these building materials have been put in the game. So this is all new stuff to me I've never seen before. And I am so excited about all of these new crafting things. I can't wait to build a base out of it. It's going to be awesome. Here's the hot tub recipe. We saw hot tub in the Chad's base earlier on in the series. But now we can make our own, and we have all of the stuff that we need to do it. So we're gonna need a lot of this tar, and I'm hoping there's a better way to get it, but we're gonna have to farm it up somehow. I don't know if these guys respawn or what's gonna happen. We need so much of it. We want to build an entire village, and I mean, we're gonna need a lot of tar for that. But again, I will show you guys a little sneak peek of that towards the end of this video, so you're going to want to watch all the way to the end. Anyway, we'll wait for that part. Here we are at at a goblin village. I don't know what these things are actually called on the wiki. Goblin village, town, camp, whatever you want to call it. But they're really spooky. These guys are still really strong, so we're trying to lure them out with our bows so that we only have to fight a few of them at a time, because if you just run in there, you will die. You absolutely will die. So we learned that lesson the first time we played this game. So anyway, here we are. We're trying to lure a few of them out. There's sorcerers or mages or whatever. They make shields. They can heal. All sorts of stuff. There was no brute at this base that I recall. Those guys, we will see one today. We'll see one of them. But yeah, you don't want to fight these bases just willy-nilly. You got to be tactical about it. So we're trying to fight them off as much as we can, 1v1 or 2v1, whatever. We don't want to fight the whole group at once. Here's the shamans I was talking about. They have shields on them. They cast like fireball or whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but it hurts when it hits you. So anyway, you don't want to get hit by that. Anyway, I think we've cleaned out most of the base. There's a couple scattered around in the buildings and stuff like that, but there's chests in here that you want to make sure that you gather, because there's sometimes black metal in them. There's lots of gold, that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much it for these things. There's not a whole lot else to them. So we head over and we start clearing out a second one. And here's one of those brutes that I was mentioning. And these guys, they are very, very dangerous. I'm pretty sure if you get in front of them for their power attack, it will one-shot you in full gear. I don't think they're berserker, that's what they're called. I don't think there's any way to block against it. Well, I don't know. You might be able to block it, but this is the attack. So he does this thing where he yells, throws his arms up in the air, and then does like 3 slams on the ground. And I think if you're in his way when he does that, you're just probably dead. But, ooh, that's me playing with fire there. I'm getting kind of low on stamina. It's really spooky fighting large groups of things in this game, because you run out of stamina and then you can't do anything. You can't block, you can't run, you can't roll, you can't attack. You just can't do anything. So, ooh, man, yeah, anyway. We do manage to kill this guy. It's, gets a little bit dicey there for a while, though. Here I am with 18 hit points. We did manage to kill him, so that's good. And yeah, gotta heal up, gotta do some stuff. But yeah, so anyway, the berserker's dead now. We should be good to go clear that village out, but I think right away we get swarmed by a whole bunch more of those tar guys. And also this Lox is not too happy to see us. They seem friendly. Like, this guy doesn't seem like he's mad, but he won't stop chasing us. I don't know how the Lox actually work. I don't know their mechanics. But he won't stop chasing us, even though he doesn't seem like he wants to fight. And then eventually he comes over to us, and he does want to fight. So we're just conglomerating our inventories here, and yeah, like now this guy just wants to fight us because he wouldn't stop following us, and now he's angry. So anyway, we get rid of this guy, we find some more of those tar slimes, and then we figure that, you know what, we don't have any poison resist, we're getting kind of full on inventory. Maybe it is just time to head back to the base. We actually don't go and raid this village yet. We left it for now. And yeah, we just kind of call it there for the time being. So that is going to wrap it up for today. But I did, like I promised, want to give you a sneak peek of what it is that we're working on. This is a monstrous build, and it is going to take a long time. But check it out, guys. Kratos has done this whole thing by himself so far. I've only recently discovered it. He's been trying to keep it a secret, but now it's out. It's out. Everybody knows. So anyway, now we're both going to be working on it, and hopefully it goes a little bit faster. But this is going to be a monster build. We're trying to pave this entire island with stone, and then build an entire village up here, get a castle set up somewhere, do all sorts of fun stuff. Now, it's interesting. We've kind of discovered that monsters don't seem to spawn on the stone. So, hopefully, once this entire island is paved, nothing should spawn here. Hopefully. It's a work in progress. But, anyway, it's going to take a long time. It takes hours hours and hours and hours to do stuff like this. So anyway, I'm probably not going to show much of it, but I'd like to give highlights of it. And maybe once we start building some cool stuff, a time lapse, something. We'll have to see what goes on, how it all works out. But this is just a little sneak peek of what it is we're working on. I hope you guys are liking the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And I will see you next time.